Hey guys, it's Friday the 24th of April. I just wanted to kind of give you an update on what's going on during these Corona times. I promised myself I'd give myself just one take with this. I'm not going to cut it or edit it. I just want to kind of go in raw, go in natural, and just spit some truth and just spit my thoughts on how I'm feeling on this Friday golden hour evening. Just finished 5 episodes of this lockdown thing I've been doing. It's on IG Live and on YouTube, and just really excited about it and just really going. But let's just get into it. How have I been treating these times during COVID-19? Listen, we're 5 weeks into it, 6 weeks into it now. I said in a previous video, I said the next 6 to 18 weeks of your life is the greatest opportunity of your life. And that's exactly how we've been treating this moment with COVID-19, coronavirus. Number one, I've been experimenting a lot. Been doing a lot of TikToks, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of different training methods. I've just been experimenting, man, a lot. You might have seen on social media and stuff, like, been posting way more. I'm trying to find that formula, man. A lot of people connected so well with that 100-day challenge I did 3 years ago now. It's that 3-year anniversary. And that, I feel like, changed a lot of lives. It left a legacy, left an impact. And there's certain things I've been trying to take out of that so I can create the next formula to really scale up this thing that we're doing, you know? So I've been experimenting a lot. See different things I'm trying to do on those TikToks, different things I'm trying to do on the YouTubes. Some work, some don't, but the faster you fail, the faster you succeed, and I'm definitely seeing some patterns of what works and what doesn't. So number one, that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm experimenting. Number two, I'm not being a perfectionist about them either. I think when you're experimenting, or you're trying to experiment and you're putting things out to the world, to the public, you don't want to try things because in fear of what people will say, what people will think. I had this problem on a bigger scale, maybe a few years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. Still have this problem now, not as big as it used to be, but you do have that kind of sense of when you want to share something to the world, are people going to resonate with me or not? And the way I see it, you just got to get it out there. You got to get it out there. You can't be a perfectionist about it. You know, what you consider your 100%, what you're trying to deliver and the full meaning and the full value, if you get to 95%, it might be all right. It's probably all right, because that 5%, you either waste way too much time overthinking about that 95%, or you even make your thing worse because you're just overthinking, you're overdoing things. And that's what I'm in that state right now to do. I'm going for it, man. And I'm not trying to be perfectionist. I think one of the hardest struggles that I have is, and this, I guess, is the deepest part of this whole thing I'm trying to say, is, man, I'm all about legacy. I feel like my words, my thoughts, the things that I put out in the world can inspire a lot of people. And right now I feel almost disheartened that at this stage right now in my life that we're not at a bigger stage, we're not at a bigger platform than we should be, you know, at the top or close to the top. And right now I feel like we're still at the base camp, you know? On this journey, I feel like we're still at the base camp, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you can get to the top and you're like, oh, this is a cool view, but I want to climb another mountain again. I feel like what we're doing here is just can impact so many people. We can transform lives. We can really let people see the journey of what it's really like to chase your dreams and go after things. But right now I'm not. Maybe it's because I haven't been consistent enough. I don't know what it is, but I want to be at a bigger stage. My words, my thoughts, my values have a place in the world, and That's what we need to do. That's what I'm driven by every single day. I haven't come on this world to be mediocre, to be average, or to create something average. You know, I want to create something that millions of people, hundreds of millions of people look back and think, wow, what was made was incredible. What was made was amazing. You look at Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. You look at some of the greats who've done great things in this world. You think to yourself, wow, what they've done is amazing. You want to emulate that. Not just to pay respect to them, but because inside you know you got it in you. Inside you know you got it in you. Inside, that's why you work. Stay up late. You wake up early. It's why I'm filming this video now at 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. on a Friday. And girlfriend's out with her friends. I could be with them too, chilling, hanging. But I'm driven. I'm motivated by something inside me that really wants to go after what they want. And yes, sometimes it can be disheartening that you're not at a stage where you feel like you should be at the moment, but simply guess that's part of the journey and part of the grind. You know, Ed Sheeran wouldn't be, his life documentary isn't as interesting as if he had those failures and those struggles and the times when he was performing in his local street, playing the guitar to people in his street. Random example again, musicians, but Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa wouldn't be as interesting in her life story if she didn't have these videos of her singing on YouTube when she was like 15, 16, and now she's like the biggest superstar in the world. That's where I feel like I'm at. It's why I'm documenting this journey, because I know we will look back at this one day and be like, whoa, okay, like Nick was talking about this in 2020, and look where we are now in 2025 or 2030. Little do people know, I've been working on this grind for 10 years, 15 years consciously. I want to be great, you know, but I don't just want to be great because I just want to get views on a YouTube channel, or I want to be a professional footballer, or you know, I want to be great because people see me. People see my values. People see he's in tune with himself, he's authentic, he's natural, and I want to be like him. I want to aspire to be like Nick. I want that kind of status in just being me, being natural. You don't want to be Nick because look at how many views he gets on his videos, or like, you know, look at his car or watch or whatever. That's not why you want to aspire to be me. Aspire to have that Nick thing. It's because you aspire to have that humbleness, that attitude, and that willingness to get the most out of life. And I suppose you can call that a lifestyle, but maybe that's why it takes longer, this whole thing. Yeah, maybe it's why we're not at the place we're supposed to be yet, because we are natural, we are authentic, we are keeping it real every single day, and not doing anything, absolutely not doing anything just for the money or just for perceived success, so you can get the perception of success, just doing it for views or for follows. Never in my life I want to do something just for views or for follows. I want to only do things in my life because I have a lifelong attitude to anyone I talk to, anything that I do, anything that I create. I want it to be lifelong. I want it to be lifelong, and maybe that's why it just takes longer, but these are just kind of some of the thoughts that are running through my head during COVID-19. It's kind of really unscripted. I wrote down thoughts beforehand of what I wanted to try and say, but I didn't want to read anything. So if I'm looking all over the place, it's just because that's how I talk. I'm not reading off anything. I just wanted to try say this from the heart, kind of things that have been going on in my head at the moment during these times. But guys, I'm with you on the journey. We keep going, we keep hustling, and that's just all I want to say. Hope you're killing it. Peace.